Well, hello there and welcome back to the channel. Those lights went off. If you are new here, my name is Kat. Welcome. On here we talk about style, fashion, shopping, life, stuff like that. This series is Vlogmas, so we're talking about holiday stuff, we're doing daily vlog stuff, and I'm also checking in with you about my journey filling out assessment paperwork to find out what type of neurodivergent I am, because I'm pretty sure I'm something, but I don't know what. So if any of that interests you, be sure to stick around. Today, you find me in my garage because I'm a new mom. I have a baby. He is between 5 and 6 months old right now. At the time that you're watching this, I think he's 6 months by then. But I'm filming these a little bit in advance so that they happen at all. That is a good segue into, since having the baby, oops, the light turned out in the garage. I should have thought about that. Anyway, speaking of thinking about things, this is such ominous lighting. I apologize. We're going to stick with it though, because this is a dramatic, as I mentioned before, this channel is all about the aesthetics, and like, tell me this is not aesthetic. Like, it's not the one you might expect, but it's the one you get. Anyhow, since having our little one, it has been even more important. It's always important for me, which I'll talk about that more. Like, I really like to know what to expect. I wouldn't even say that I'm a planner. I'm more of a, I fall apart if the things don't happen the way that I think they do or should. So anyway, to combat that, and especially since having a little one in the mix, we've been doing a lot of just writing down like who's where, who's in charge of little one, who's in charge of household tasks, who's doing their own thing, whatever. So I had 2 hours this afternoon to do my own thing, like, you know, leave the house, do whatever. My husband would be totally in charge. And I wanted to do some, what I call photo shots. They're pictures for Instagram, but I've always called them photo shots because my friends and I used to take them way back in the day on film cameras and call them photo shots. So I wanted to do my photo shots. If you're not already following me over on Instagram, I've been doing something for the latter half of this year, and I'm planning on doing it for 2026 because it's super fun, where I have like a capsule theme, and then I create several outfits based on that theme. So I tend to wear the outfits in real life, but I want to get more aesthetic photos of them for Instagram. And so I was just doing that. I'm in this one. This one, I love this outfit so much. I wish it were a bit more practical to wear it all the time, but go over to Instagram, you'll see the outfit. You'll understand why it's not exactly like you can't be cleaning the bathroom in this outfit. But I mean, I guess you could, but I can. Anyway, I was planning on taking them at a specific park, and they're doing an event where everybody's riding around in carriages. And so I can't do it. I can't just be taking Instagram photos while everybody's with their family in these carriages. They'll be in the background for one thing, and I can't blur out all these people. And they're going to think I'm so weird. Like, what's this like woman in her mid-30s doing alone, taking these photos while she's supposed to be in these carriages? So I don't know. So yeah, now I feel a little good. Why? I don't know why it turned back on. Ghosts. But yeah, so a little upset about that, to be honest. But yeah. Well, welcome to the vlog. This is how it is, you know? A lot of times it's hard for me to vlog because I have no idea what I'm doing. Like, I wake up in the morning, and if I haven't decided, probably days before, I will literally just do nothing. Like, I'll just sit in bed, or I'll sit at the table. I'll do like bare minimum stuff. And it's why it's so important for me to plan things well in advance. So that's why it's so disheartening when somebody else planned carriages at the same time as when I planned my photo shots. Get out of here with these carriages. Plus, carriages before Thanksgiving feels weird to me. how early like Christmas things are happening, and I feel like the internet is partially to blame for this, and blame is a strong word. Bye, ghosts. But like I don't mind all that much. Like I think that it's perfectly fine. But it is one of these things where like, shouldn't we be doing carriages in a couple of weeks? Like, what are we doing carriages for at Thanksgiving? Like, carriages and Thanksgiving don't feel like they should all be playing tackle football. Yeah, so I just turned right around and came home. I could have found a different place. I did get a photo of this outfit. I just went somewhere else that I thought would work. But now it's thrown me off so much, and the sun's going to set in like 20 minutes. So anywhere I would drive, it would be dark. Gosh, man, life's not fair. Somebody's got a leaf blower. Somebody's got a leaf blower. Anyway, the aesthetics are too much. I'm sure you're like, oh my gosh, it's too aspirational. So I will see you in a little bit. All right, let's get to it. How's it going? Are you guys hungry? Got some hungry guys? All right, let's grab some food. All right. I don't know if you saw, but he just jumped over his brother. He just leaps over the other ones for no specific reason. Isn't that right, Omar? You love to do that. Okay, we're gonna grab some of their favorite, this smooth loaf. One time my husband, I asked him to pick it up. It was early on when we were dating, and I was like, oh, it's the smooth loaf that they like. And ever since then he was like, sweet loaf. So now we call it sweet loaf. And then this flavor is turkey and salmon entree, but then I let the cats choose. I got like a sampler and I let them just pick whichever one they actually liked the most. So they ended up always eating that one, and then they ended up eating one with lobster in it because so would I. And so yeah, so they've got sweet loaf and then they've got lobster loaf, which disturbs people, I think, a little bit when they come over. I'm like, come on boys, get your lobster loaf. Okay, so just a quick check-in. I'm gonna adjust my hair. I haven't even put on my actual clothes for the day. These are my pajamas. But anyway, so yesterday, the last time I checked in, I was upset that the park was doing carriage rides. I'm still mad, but I'll get over it. Not really. Not really. I'll never get over it. But anyhow, perfect. So I've already gotten my coffee. Oh yeah, let me show you these actually. These are kind of cool. So we've got these fun, I got these online. This one is the brand Bando, and it's super cute. You can fill it out with your little thing. And then we have a weekly one as well. But as we have scheduled more things, as I was mentioning, as I was mad about the carriage rides, this is very helpful. Like, we know who's in charge of bedtime, or, you know, who's doing a certain task or whatever. This really helps me out, this kind of thing, because I know what to expect, but also I'm not great at estimating time, to be honest. So it can be really great for me to put things on here, like little one's bath time and stuff, and have my husband be aware of the goals there, so that if there's things that we're doing together, like we do tend to do bath time together, he started eating some solid foods and we'll do that together. So we'll plan that kind of thing just so that there's time, because a lot of times I imagine that time is just infinite, and then we don't want to be feeding him right before bedtime or something like that. And so I'll lose track of time. So we'll write things on there, and I found that to be very helpful. But yeah, so yesterday I couldn't do my photo shots because of the cats just did something wild. Everybody sounds okay. So, okay. Because of the carriage rides, but I ended up filming a YouTube video for you. So a try on of the second half of the Dillard's collab, The Style Bungalow. I reviewed the first half. I'll link to it below. But I reviewed the second half, the online exclusives that I was interested in. I ordered them, tried them on. But anyway, I have been meaning to do that, so I'm glad that I got that done. It is genuinely quite hard to juggle posting things on YouTube and Instagram. They demand different things from you. And as a project, it's a challenging one. And it really does challenge my planning skills, which I like, but is difficult. Anyway, I've just got like extra old mascara aesthetic. Hello there. That time's not correct. That's it's a battery operated clock and there's no batteries in there. So don't trust that. Well, when would that be? I would be up at 1 a.m., but I'm not. It is 9, which is still concerning because I had intended on posting something on Instagram. I have a brand video that I had wanted to put up in the morning just so that it would have more time today. But I've been posting really late and things have been doing really well, so we'll act like it was strategic, but it wasn't. Anyway, I think I'll probably share it a couple of times because it's really cool. It's really cool. I'm really excited about it. As I am talking, I feel like I'm already sort of... Is there a thing over there? What is going on? Anyway, I have a bit of a cold. I also was crying a little bit, and so that's actually why I wanted to chat. Because yeah, I kind of want to chat about it more. It is very hard for me to share. I mean, I guess we'll just like say it like it is. It's very hard for me to share anything personal on here. Because once I start filming, we'll go with performing. And yeah, I guess that's it. Like, once I start speaking, it's not like the problems go away. It's not like, because, okay, what is the problem? We'll start there. Problem is, I'm just super dysregulated. This evening did not go the way that I had envisioned it going. And I guess that's like how I expected it to go. And in that change, I just had a really hard time pivoting because I have a hard time pivoting, just in general. But then when I like come and start talking to you, then all of a sudden I have this new point of focus, and it helps. I know, Coop, they're running on their shelves. The cats have shelves up the wall that they get to climb up, cat shelves. Cooper doesn't have any cat shelves, but she's also 95 pounds, so those would be big shelves. So that's just how it is. But she gets a whole yard, so, you know, and they don't go there because there's an owl out there that would eat them. We have a big owl. It's been very intense having a small baby all the time. Really great. Like, it's been so much better than I even thought it would be, actually. Like, I was excited. I had hoped it would be, you know, fulfilling for everyone involved. But like, it truly has been like better than words can express, to be honest. And so I am thrilled, but it is also difficult to not get enough sleep, and just the scheduling aspects of it have been very challenging. And so I think that that's kind of what I'm up against now. I do feel like I've been sort of on the verge of burnout for a while, and really trying to just not let that happen. Yeah, gosh, I turn the camera on and I sort of expect like, oh man, I'm gonna give you like the real thing, the raw, like this is me crying. But like, I can hardly cry in front of a mirror, if that makes sense. Like, I feel so, and this is part of the problem, I feel so perceived. Like, I feel like I am just constantly being watched. And this is actually a weird thing from my childhood that I'm just remembering now. I always felt like I was on a TV show. One, like I was an actor and I wanted to be an actor, like a full-time actor. And so I always imagined, like, what if I have my own show? And like, and so in that sense, there was sort of like a fun daydream element to feeling like, oh, you know, like, what if I had my own show? But then another part of me felt like I am being surveilled. Like, the aliens have sent me down and they are watching me and they need to see how I do. And I still feel that to this day. I no longer conceptualize it quite that way. I do still feel like a sort of this like impending doom, this like extreme stress that is not in line with what actually happened, which was like a slight schedule change. And so like that is kind of, I mean, that's rather bizarre. It is something I've always experienced. I just recently have been experiencing it a lot more, which is unfortunate. There's all these things that need to happen before bed, right? And I envisioned it going one way because we've been switching off. And so then my husband offered to do it the other way. So like he was going to do the different tasks. And at first I was like, oh, that's nice. It's not nice. It changed everything. So like now, and what happens is then I can't envision myself doing it. So then I don't know what I'm going to do next. This should be like free time. I should have like a couple of hours where once I finish those things, I can do whatever I want. I don't want to do anything. And the big reason is just like the physical experience of the plan changing and me feeling like torn in between, like, oh, should I just ask to swap it back? Or like, then there's indecision, there's so much. And like I could say, I just feel like so sad, distraught. I feel distraught. But like what it actually is, it's like fire is in my veins. Like it is like fight or flight. It really is. It's like that same feeling when, you know, you think like something's wrong with your airplane, or that feeling like somebody makes a bad move on the road and it's like a near miss, and then you have that residual like electricity. It's like that. And that is so difficult to process when there wasn't an incident like that. Like I felt threatened, like you felt threatened. I don't know, I don't usually say it like that, but you're welcome. My body gets so hyped as if it's one of those situations, but I can't explain it to myself because those things aren't happening. I have this feeling and I don't know why. Like I know what just happened, but it doesn't warrant that feeling or that degree of feeling, yet it's what I feel. So that's what I was thinking about. And I think there's something kind of interesting there. So hopefully that's somewhat interesting to you. You know, let me know, have you experienced something like that? Talking to you has helped. Though now again, I see that like 15 minutes has passed and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm already behind. And then I feel like I've wasted time. Like I've wasted the night, and I've wasted the night basically dealing with a fight or flight response for not a great reason, like for no good reason. And it's very challenging. Like it really is. It's very unfortunate. It's easier now that I can kind of put a name to it, that this is something that I now see the pattern much better in myself, that this is something I've always done, that I'm like, this is probably a piece of something bigger. Whereas before it just kind of felt like this weird anomaly, and that was actually a lot scarier in a way, because it's like, man, like, why am I having such a bad time? I often felt like, am I, you know, suppressing something that I'm worried about or whatever? Like, no, like, it really is in the moment. I cannot handle the change with the level of grace that I feel like I should, or that I want to, you know? And I'm very generally accepting of this in myself, which I think is invaluable. Like, I feel like I've got some hot takes in that area, actually. I think that, you know, like accepting and working with what you've got is huge. But yeah, so I feel really thankful in that way, but it has always been a mystery. Like, how come sometimes I feel like I'm spiraling out of control a bit emotionally, and it's always a small trigger. And I think that, you know, I used to think like, well, stuff is just piling up, and like, there it was, except stuff was piling up and then it happened. Why is it happening every night then for like weeks? I feel like that is a different thing. Like, it is like a level of stress, but like, the snapping does not bring relief. It adds more. It adds weight to the load, unfortunately, for me. I don't know, you know, might be totally different for different people, but yeah, for me, it's unfortunate that that's the case. Anyway, so yeah, just wanted to share that, like, it really is just this like intensity, like something really scary, really bad is going to happen or has happened. Not anxiety, really. It's not like that. It's like crushing, kind of like crushing electricity. Cool. Well, good chat. I've been drinking one of these. Look, I've got 2 waters. Also, do you chug water like constantly? I drink so much water. Like, when there's that much water in a glass, I can't just leave it there. I have to drink the whole thing. Good chat. Good night. See you soon. We'll see what else we get up to. Bye.